great for 2 boxes of cake mix at their current size. Ooh. Oh, that was easy. It said to mix for 2 minutes, but like that looks pretty thoroughly mixed to me. And I don't want to overmix it. Look at all the sprinkles. I could add more though. I'm gonna think about it. We do love our sprinkles. Wow, that did not take very much. Is there anything else? Oh my god, eggs! It needs like 6 eggs supposedly. I totally forgot about the eggs. Yeah. By the way, you don't actually need eggs for your cake mixes. That's kind of just busy work, but we're gonna add them anyway. I don't think I have enough eggs though. Someone was talking about forgetting eggs. You can't forget about the eggs. It's a really good thing I can remember. So the funny thing is that with cake mix, supposedly, when they were making cake mix, the original recipe that they had come up with, it doesn't actually need eggs or milk or anything, but when just water is enough. Honestly, you can add a single can of Sprite to a cake mix and that is enough. That is all you actually need. I like to have a little bit more flavor than that though. So we're adding a bit more than that. But yeah, I think we're gonna skimp on the eggs a little bit if I'm being honest. Just a little bit of skimping on eggs. Because the number of eggs that it calls for is wild. It's 3 eggs for 1 box of cake mix, which is definitely unnecessary. You could literally add 0 eggs to your cake mix and it would be fine. So mostly we're adding these for flavor. It's a little bit of crimes. Also, we have ads coming up in a minute and a half, y'all. Just to let you know, if you are not subscribed, you're gonna have 3 minutes worth of ads. But fear not, we will not be doing too much. Look, we're making box cake mix. I'm not gonna stop making box cake mix during the commercial break, but you probably know what I'm gonna do. It won't be a surprise. So you're not going to miss too much, but typically on our live streams here at the Cupcake Decks, I will not make progress during our commercial breaks. I will take a little pause. I'll chat with our subscribers. But if you're not subscribed, you don't have to worry about missing too much. But you will miss me maybe pouring cake batter into pans. That might be what you wind up missing. I'm sorry. Something there. I gotta keep going. There's too many cake mixes I have to make, and I only have 3 pans, so I kind of just gotta keep going. All right, let's add the eggs. I like that 2 are one color and 2 are another. They're from 2 different batches. Oh my god. Well, this has changed the cake batter completely. Okay, now I understand why it said mix for 2 minutes. The rest of it incorporated pretty easily, but the eggs, not so much. Holy smokes. Okay, I have to I don't want to overmix. This egg is not breaking up. Hello. I'm going to stab you a bunch with my whisk. There we go. Oh, now it's looking the right yellowy color. Yeah. Okay, so do I add some of my own sprinkles? I think the answer has to be yes. There's never enough sprinkles. There's no such thing as enough sprinkles. Stuart is peeking from the cabinet. Stuart's not here. Stuart is like, you don't need me for this? He's a sad boy, that's Stuart. He'll survive. Okay, I have Rambo sprinkles. Here we go. He just wants to help. That's all he wants. Yay! Sprinkles agent! Angel! Sorry, it calls you agent. That's not correct. I don't have as much sprinkles as I thought I did. Still, we take what we can get, right, chat? Do I save some of this? I guess so, if we're gonna make like one other cake later. Alrighty. We're gonna just like fold these in. I wish I had more. This is like it, but there's one more box of cake mix. I don't want to, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to use up all of them if we're going to make another box afterwards. Funfetti. This was a Funfetti mix, so there was already some sprinkles in there, but there's no such thing as enough sprinkles unless you have like none. Penguin Snoopy! Snoopy, why are you doing this to me? Also, hi Snoopy, how's it going? Snoopy, that's so mean! That's so mean. Come on, Snoopy. Come on, Snoopy. Come on, come on. Come on, Snoopy. I think that this might be too much for what we've got. All right, here's an idea. You be quiet, Pocky Dream. There is a difference between Jimmies and Sprinkles. They're slightly different shapes, I think. I'm not sure. I used to remember which one's Jimmy's. Sprinkles is a category. Sprinkles, I think, Jimmy's is a specific type of sprinkle. Oh my God. Because I wanted to. Well, that's a reason. Ooh, Mary Greenie's idea of adding chocolate chips to the chocolate cake is so fun. Hundreds and thousands, I think, might be like the Australian term? I'm not actually sure. Should I be using a scale? I just realized that might have been a good idea to make sure that these are the same.
The curse and
yes, the dots are the hundreds hundreds and thousands. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Okay. Yes, I think Mary Greenie has it right. Well, too late now. I mean, I could just weigh them, you know. I'm going to assume that the pans all weigh the same. I'm not doing any fancy maths. There's a tiny bit of batter left.